Hello everybody, I'm Meso, and welcome to another LEGO Ideas Project Spotlight. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Toa Head statue, a LEGO Ideas project by community member Yannick Builds Things, which is currently, as of the time of this recording, sitting at 8,366 supporters on LEGO Ideas with 27 days left. This video is basically just going to be a breakdown of this project, some discussion of its viability, and a rallying call to get it over the 10,000 supporter milestone, which, once again, I have to reiterate, is very doable. This project is almost there. There's only 27 days left. It is very doable. So the paramount takeaway from this video, my rambling aside, which I'm going to do because I always ramble. Let's be real. It's me. But the takeaway, you don't even have to listen to anything I say. You can click off right now. Just go support it. You lose nothing by supporting this project. It's just a click. Just log in. Just click support. It's 10,000. It's so close. It's a BIONICLE project. It's an insanely cool build. Even if it doesn't get made into an actual set. Even if you have doubts about whether it could work. It'd be cool to get it over the 10,000 supporter milestone. It would be cool to put BIONICLE projects in front of LEGO so they have to look at them, have to discuss them, have to look at the BIONICLE community. We lose nothing. We lose absolutely nothing by getting it to that point. It is very doable. Just spread the word to all of your friends. Spread the word around. If you have not done it yet, the link is in the description. Just log in and click the support button. Please. I beg you. I'd like to address why this has taken so long to come out. We have mentioned this project numerous times on Knack and J's, on Ideas Spotlights in the past, I believe. But it hasn't gotten a standalone video. That's for a few reasons. Number one, I've just been super busy. Number two, I've been forgetful. And number three, I've been kind of recently, at least, deliberately waiting until it reached a certain threshold. I saw that Duck Bricks had recently made a video about it. And so I was like, okay, well, he beat me to the punch. I definitely want to weigh in, but I don't want to weigh in just right now because it would have gotten lost in the shuffle, basically, I feel. A bunch of people saying to go vote all at once. It's going to dilute the message. So I waited a little bit. I waited exactly a week. A little over a week by the time this video is going live. But, you know, I waited roughly a week before chiming in to add my voice. Although I've been still steadily, like, retweeting and sharing support for it on Twitter. I think this is very important. I think this is a good project to get in front of LEGO's eyes. Because the prior projects, they all have their negatives. We loved Sakota's project, we championed it, but it had some issues, people not thinking it was necessarily an iconic thing to present to people, since a lot of the things used in the project were from the later years of BIONICLE. A lot of people didn't like the minifigure approach, they thought it might not have appeal to traditional BIONICLE fans. The recent GSR, which unfortunately did not pass the review cycle, people liked it because they were like, oh, well, it's a GSR. We never got one of those. Also, it's just a giant gray robot that might have appeal to non-BIONICLE fans. But by contrast, a lot of people were like, well, it's super big. It's super expensive. It's just gray. Or rather, it would be super expensive if it got approved. It's just a gray mass. Would LEGO necessarily approve it? And they didn't. So maybe those reasons played into why. This project has a lot of potential because it's 2001 iconography. It's something from the first year of BIONICLE, which, if the recent designer interviews with the people who made the GWP are any indication, LEGO is predisposed to favoring things in BIONICLE from the first 3 years. They feel like there were a lot of the brand cash lies in the eyes of the fans, a lot of nostalgia for those years. So that is probably where their headspace will be at. If any project ever tries to get made that is from '04 onwards, it's probably instantly DOA, which depresses me because A lot of those years are some of my favorites. But hey, if LEGO only sees potential in the golden years, quote unquote, we kind of have to play ball with that. And we should cater projects around those first 3 years, which is what Yannick is doing here. And I think there's a lot of potential here in actually getting this made. It's a bust. It's like a statue, which LEGO does a lot of nowadays. You know, it's reasonably sized. It's not super gigantic. It only has 4 necessary recolors in its current build. It only uses 597 parts, which would put it firmly in the affordable range. You know, LEGO releases a lot of busts at that price point right now, so it wouldn't price people out. It's a really, really good build. And once again, we lose nothing by getting it in front of LEGO's eyes. I think we owe it to ourselves as a community to do that. Now, I'd like to address the doomer mentality, because I can already predict a lot of people are going to leave comments along the lines of, well, I don't think LEGO's going to approve it. They already didn't approve the GSR. They already didn't approve Sakota's set. Sakota's set tried to get revived in the Bricklink Designer Program, and Bionicle fans didn't, quote-unquote, show up for it. Why should we try with this? I get those feelings. I do. It sucks. I was crushed back when Sakota's project didn't go through. And I was crushed again when it failed to meet the funding goal on the Bricklink program. And recently with the GSR, I was very upset when that didn't get approved. I figured it was coming, but I was still upset. I understand completely. And it's entirely possible this won't get approved either. I mean, you could say, oh, well, it's a big gray thing, just like the GSR. It's a face, not one of the iconic masks. So why would LEGO approve this? It's entirely possible LEGO might have a similar feeling about it, and they might turn it down. It's entirely possible they may turn it down just because it's Bionicle. I get it. But why should we not still get it to 10K? Why is that not a good thing to do? Why should we let the doomer mentality, the pessimism, prevent it from even having a chance? There's no telling that it might not do some good later on down the line. Maybe one year or one day, LEGO will make a Bionicle set, and it'll be in large part because of the amount of Bionicle projects that got to LEGO Ideas, the 10K threshold, showing that people still care, showing that there is still a community that wants it. It's something we have to keep in mind. Oftentimes, it might manifest in longer-term rewards than the instant gratification we would get from an ideas set coming out. Even better if this actually does get made as a set. You know? But it's there is no outcome where the best course of action is nothing. Where we should just sit idly by as a community, and let this project not get to 10K. It deserves getting there. It's a really good build. It's a creative idea. It's working within the nostalgia framework of the first 3 years. I think it should get to 10K. I support it. I love it. Once again, I'm sorry it took me so long to chime in and add my voice to the conversation about this project. But it's not too late. We just have a little under a month. All we need is a little over 1,600 supporters. Probably less by the time this video goes live, because it's going to take me a bit to edit and release it. You know, mobilize. There's enough of us out there. I bet there's a lot of you watching this right now who have not clicked support yet, and all it takes is the button. You'd be doing a good thing for the Bionicle community to get this in front of the eyes of LEGO. I think it's important they see it. And hopefully it gets made, and if it doesn't, it was still worth it, and it might lead to something good happening in the future. That's basically all I have to say about this project. A few other notes, just while I have you here, because I don't get a chance to speak often one-on-one. I wanted to say thank you for the reception to the video I made about Christian Faber's stuff. We are going to do a Knack and Jay about the recent revelations about the G2 concepts from Mr. Faber, because we have a lot to say on them. But it's probably not going to happen for a little bit, because I'm going to be out of town for a while. I'm going to get back a little bit later towards the end of the month, and when that happens, we're probably going to have some more videos related to that subject coming out. Hopefully, maybe Mr. Faber will have released even more concept videos by that point, so we have more to talk about. But there's a lot to say on those issues. My video barely even scratched the surface, but it got good reception, so I wanted to say thank you guys for that. And secondarily, go check out the TTV message boards, because TTV member Starbreaker, Zach, he's doing some contests right now to win versions of the TOA made in the GWP style. He released some videos talking about them, showing off his creations, which are going to be offered up as prizes for the giveaway. Right now, the Golly contest is live, and that's live on the TTV message boards, so you can go check it out there. Again, the prompt of the contest, each TOA is going to have its own unique prompt. For Golly, it's as simple as build a Bionicle hero character in the GWP style. That's it. For Liwa, it's going to be build a Bionicle Rahi, Onua, build a villain, Pohatu, build a vehicle or mount that's rideable by a GWP style build. And for Kopaka, build a custom Bionicle anything. Creation, Rahi, Self-Mock, all in the GWP style. You can read the rules topic and watch the rules video for the full details, but you basically just post on the message boards, give it a specific title and tag, and then whichever topic has the most likes wins. That's it. So engage with the forum, engage with the community, and vote by liking the topics that you enjoy. That's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. Please, 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 please go support this Ideas project. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.